Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this live today. I'm going to teach a very simply three simple things. When you're dreaming outside of the box, the biggest things that I think you ought to consider that'll make all the difference for you to be able to manifest and realize what it is that you want to see happen in your life and in your world. And maybe, just maybe, you have been thinking about working from anywhere, or maybe you've been thinking about working from the comfort of your home and you are looking to restructure and renegotiate what work looks like, well, you're in the right place today. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I got started in my company just 20 years ago. And I made a decision to do what I just mentioned, to dream outside of the box. And I attract women who call themselves giants. Those are my clients. They are smart, sharp women who are action takers, go getters, go givers, and women who see what it is that they want in their mind's eye and they're not afraid to go get it. So if that's you, you're going to love this quick training today. And I wanted just to pop in because it's beautiful outside today. It's just gorgeous, right? And my palm tree's loving it. She's just growing incredibly as well. Just loves it, right? Because it's beautiful. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if I just shared with you what I know is true? Three simple ways to dream outside of the box. Now, I already know that you're smart and you're sharp, and you're incredible. You affect change with your knowledge, your skills, and your talents. And maybe, just maybe, you've been trying to figure out for yourself, how can you realize your next? How can you own that calling that's on your life? It's big, I know, okay? And you're not really sure how you can do it because you haven't seen someone else do it before. Or maybe it's just that whenever you are thinking about like what this business needs to be and what the possibilities of what you can accomplish that's in your hand, you're like, this is so big. This is so huge. Is this for me? This is absolutely for you. When I got started in my business, I had an idea to support millions of moms around the world and help them practice better self-care. Now, did I have millions of moms that were, in my network? No, I did not. Okay. I had a dream of being doing corporate deals with Fortune 100 and 500 brands. Did I already have that in existence when I got started? No, I didn't. I had a dream of being able to do television, right? National and local television. And I even gotten signed to Emmy nominated shows, 2 shows. Was that a realistic when I got started with the drink? No, but it was on my vision board. It was what I wanted, is what I intended. So the three things that I'm going to share with you today is only for you if you're ready to not only dream outside that box, but go and get it. And if that's you and you're watching this replay, I want you to say, that is me. There are three simple things that I did. And here's number one. The first thing that you have to do when you want to dream outside the box is understand that most of the people in your world are dreaming inside the box. Their dreams are only things that they've already seen other people do. They're people who dream, they're copycat dreams, right? They see what somebody else does and they're like, that's what I want. But you're different. You know that what you see, nobody else is doing because you're meant to broker that idea. You are that giant with that gift and that talent. And it's your time, right? So the first thing I'm going to recommend that you do is you got to believe in your vision. And you got to understand that what you're seeing, you wouldn't be able to see it if you didn't have the skill, the ability, and the resources, be able to attract those resources to make that dream happen for you. Is that making sense? Right? There's no reason that you are seeing all that is available to you, how you can affect change in this world, create a tremendous impact, a movement. Maybe that's what you've talked about, using your gifts and your talents. And your biggest question is, how am I going to do it? You don't have to answer the how. All you have to do is lean into that what and that problem that you know how to solve. And I'll tell you, that was literally me. I said, I'm going to start. I'm just going to start. I'm going to write my book. I am going to be consistent in my message. I'm going to lean into what I know how to do, and I'm going to package it in the tallest ways possible. I'm going to trust my vision. Number two, the second thing that you have to do if you want to dream outside of the box is number two, you've got to believe in your capacity. And this is super important, all right? Because a lot of us have big and amazing dreams, but we actually have really small capacity around what the dream is. So imagine taking a gigantic dream, something that you want to do that's a movement that can create, in fact, change in the world. But you put it in a small box. It's not going to work. Okay. When you have a big vision in your life, a huge talent and skill and ability to create results for others, it belongs on a gigantic stage. And when there's congruency and alignment with the stage, the gift just grows and flourishes. If you've already said, Mia, I've already started in my business and it hasn't taken off. My idea is huge. My vision has been huge. But maybe, just maybe, the way that you've made it small is you're working with clients who don't pay high ticket for what you do. Maybe you're not packaged that way. Or maybe it's that you have been giving away what you do and not having the client qualify to work with you, right? Based on your skill and talents. So you're attracting the wrong people. Do you understand? Wrong stage, okay? Maybe it's that the way that you've packaged your skill and talent, and I see this a lot, as in some low ticket course, somebody told you like $97 to do some free challenge or something like that, right? And you decided to take your magnificence that somebody would pay you high ticket for right now, and you decided to sell it for $97 or $27 or whatever it is. And the business isn't where you want to be because you never had the intention on finding and supporting people who really wanted to create results with you. You wanted to be in the company of lots of people. And this is really important to understand. You got to believe in your capacity. You know, a lot of my clients, they don't have a whole lot of clients because they charge high ticket, but they provide so much value to the clients that they work with that these are big numbers. So many of them are able to hit six figures with just a few clients, less than 10 clients, because of what they're charging or more, right? Or more, right? So imagine for a minute if you were charging 10 grand a client, right? 10 grand a client, and your goal is to hit six figures or have $10,000 months. Well, if you are selling what you do at the highest level to create results for people for 10 grand, that's pretty easy to do. What if it were 20,000? What if it was 50,000? So when you start thinking about your capacity, you also have to think about the gaps. The gaps to me means if you're charging less than $2,500 per client, why are you? Is it because you don't know how to value what it is that you do? You don't know how to value your transformation? Is it that you don't know how to price what you're doing? Is it that you don't know how to market what you're doing? See, what I had to learn years ago, and I've always just sold all my products for my coaching consulting for high ticket. I understood my value from the very beginning. I came from a significant corporate background. I know how to take knowledge and put it in structures to sell it, whether it's licensing, coaching, curriculum, it doesn't matter. Or as a trainer, I was a professional trainer for a Fortune 100 company for many years. And it taught me a lot about content and how to sell it in many different ways and how to position that content. Maybe the gap for you is that you don't know how to take your knowledge and put it in the most valuable structure to sell it. Maybe it's the gap of not knowing how to attract the right client that's looking to buy the content from you. Maybe it could be not knowing how to have the appropriate sales conversation based on what you're selling to the client. I have a client I just talked to yesterday who it looks like is going to do a huge licensing deal. It looks like more than one, multiple six-figure deals. Well, when we started working together, none of those things existed. And quite frankly, I don't believe that she was even thinking about licensing as a primary business model. Maybe your capacity would grow just by learning, new ways of how to take what you want to do and put it in a structure. Is this making sense? All right. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to chime in and let me know if this is resonating with you. This is a big message. And we're talking today simply about how to dream outside of the box. How to dream outside of the box. Now, when you're dreaming outside of that box, that means that you're in a category of one. It means that you see things that other people don't see that you can bring in this world that likely there's not going to be validation for, right? All right. It means number one, you got to believe in your vision. You got to understand that you're seeing this for a reason. All right. And I found that for myself, I decided, that I would initially start my business coaching moms and built an amazing brand as the mom strategist. And then decided, as women wanted to understand, how was I able to build an amazing coaching business and get signed to Emmy nominated shows and do corporate deals with Fortune 100 brands? How was I able to do it? They wanted me to show them what I was doing. I started a business coaching program, and I've coached thousands of women around the world simply sharing what I've done. And here's the coolest part, and I believe this is why my clients are successful. I actually show them proof of what I've done. I don't say, hey, this person wants to interview me, and you never see the interview, you don't know what's going on, and there's no proof, right? Um, or I share with them, the clients. I get them, my clients, to share the real results that they have created. And they share with the world. We have hundreds of them. And I think that anyone that you decide to get advice from today should be able to show you old and new proof. Because if what you do currently works, there's always going to be ongoing results and transformation that your clients create. Okay. Number two, you need to believe in your capacity. Your capacity is like, when you've got a big dream, you can't put a big dream on a small stage. So that's the reason that sometimes dreams don't work. If you take something that's really big, a huge idea, right? Maybe you got a gigantic gift or personality. I always say own your bigness. Like when you roll up in a room, the truth of the matter is what you're able to do is just your gift, right? And favor's not fair, it's your giftedness. And but you got to believe in your capacity. And sometimes, because we've never played on bigger stages, we keep asking for the same small things. We keep going to the same small stages, right? Because of our programming, sometimes because of what other people have done. Let me tell you, your prices are not Googleicious, okay? Your prices are based on the results and transformation that you bring, all right? Not what somebody else is doing. What you're doing is not based on hacking somebody's process and saying, hey, what you're doing, I'll just do that. My prices are distinct to the results and the transformation that I bring to the table. And the fact of the matter is, when you do that, you are competition is irrelevant. I mean, truth of the matter is, clients work with you because you do affect change quickly. If I'm able to sit in front of a client over the course of a couple of minutes and to an hour, I can literally change their life. And I've had many clients over the course of just a weekend who've been able to hit six figures and beyond, right, with what I've taught them, because that's what they're paying me for. They're paying me for results, and they're not paying me for time. And I want to expand you here, right? Because likely what you know how to do, your clients want to pay you also based on transformation, but maybe you just don't know how to take what you're doing and put it in the right structures. And if that's you, I'd love to support you with understanding, how to take your knowledge and put it in a system to be able to sell. I'll post my free webinar here for you to take a look. And it's 100% free, right? Watch the webinar. It'll support you in understanding how to take your background, your gifts, and your talents and package it, price it, position yourself, and sell it. All right. But number three, this is the last of the day, the last tip of the day, is you've got to invest in your destiny. And that is really important. We're talking about dreaming outside of the box. And if you got an out of the box dream with no investment, it means that there won't be investment coming into your company. One of the things that I realized years ago was that I love seeing my little plant, girl. I am my number one investment. Like, I literally am my number one investment. And so if I make sure that I'm growing personally, if I emotionally, physically, right, and every aspect of my business, like whatever I need, so that I don't get in the way of the growth that I want. And I want to ask you this: are you that person that, now is the perfect time to talk about it, where you're you're not proactive in the investments that you make? Like for me, I realized that I was investing in my destiny. So I was never looking for a sale, definitely never a Black Friday sale, for me to decide for myself what my destiny of my business ideas were. I understood that I could manifest an incredible life with my thought life, if I were willing to invest in learning how to put the things together. And I always proactively sought those investments out for myself. Like, you don't have to come to me to say, hey, do you want to buy this, in order for me to say yes. I proactively seek that. I've always been very discerning for myself about what I need in order to grow, and not wanting to get in the way in my business because I was not investment minded. Now, let me just teach you something for a second, that I would say, like, I like to invest where there is fruit. okay, where there is harvest. Now, how do you know for yourself, like today, like what you should invest in? And I'm gonna be like 100% transparent with you about it because you're gonna have a lot of investments coming at you right now, and you're gonna buy a lot of things because you're like, oh, this course is $20 and this one is $90, and you're not gonna look at that. And those courses are not likely designed even to help you create a result. I suggest that you understand that with a gift that you only invest in a full solution. I suggest that when you're making an investment, you look at a track record of success of people who have experienced that product in depth and who have the same problems as you, who have been able to speak to that. Not five testimonials, not even 10. Someone that's amazing at what they do they have tons, likely hundreds of testimonials. If you ask me, sometimes people ask us for additional testimonials. We send you a reel, like it's one reel is just 4 hours of clients just saying how amazing our process in helping them package their knowledge step by step is. You need to understand that investing in your destiny is how to change your entire future. And I think you invest at the level of the result that you want. That's a full solution. And likely it's going to be a significant investment. I would think several $1,000s to get started. I have never made an investment for under thousands of dollars that changed my life. Just fact. And maybe, just maybe, if you're not looking to change your life, this message isn't for you because you're not going to change your life with a $97 investment. $97 here, $27 there. Make a change in your life by investing in a full solution that has demonstrated proof. And I wanted to break that down. We're talking today about how to dream outside of the box. It's not just having that vision, it's understanding your capacity for the dream, being on the right stages, and then it's making sure that you're making investments that are congruent with the belief that you have. If you believe that this dream is going to get you free, if this dream is going to get you to hit six figures or more in your business, if this dream is your multi-million-dollar idea, why would you not proactively invest in yourself quickly for that change? That to me shows accountability. It means that you believe what you say. When you invest at the lowest level, it means that you can run at the fastest rate. When you invest at the highest level, you're committed. And maybe, just maybe, this upcoming year, life is calling on you with this big, amazing, out of the box dream to do things differently. Okay. I hope that there's something that I've said to you today that's like maybe, jabs you a little bit on your arm and got you to think differently about your value. For me, I know that my only goal was to work from the comfort of my home or anywhere that I chose, anywhere that I choose in the world. And this is one of my offices, and I love it. And it was a dream for me to be able to work wherever I wanted to. I love having an amazing environment that stimulates me. I enjoy being in a place that inspiration is what happens when I walk through the door. All of my workspaces, home or my extended office, I just love it, right? Like I enjoy that. So I hope that you are dreaming big for you, that you are going to partner with someone this upcoming year. If I can support you in some way, let me know. I posted my webinar link here in the comment section, so you could grab that, attend the webinar. It's 100% free, and perhaps it is the best first step for you if you want to package your knowledge or think differently around your value and what you can do and have in this world. Like, I can't put words on it to what it means to me to be able to renegotiate the way that I earned, to no longer trade time for dollars, to be the kind of mom that I wanted to be because I could show up. I didn't have constraints on my time. And so many of us, we don't get to do the work we want to, not because we can't do the work, it's because the model is broken and it doesn't bring us joy and fulfillment or allow us to be all of who we are. So I hope there's something I said that's really supported you. I'm Mia Redrick, business and life consultant, and I look forward to seeing you inside of the webinar. Talk to you soon.